Hello dear viewers on the information program news on TV channel Tours and Falk in studio Hüseyin Melikov. Today in Dushanbe, dedicated to the 10th-15th anniversary of Aburayhan Beruni, in cooperation with UNESCO and International Scientific Symposium under the title Aburayhon Beruni as a discoverer of the secrets of nature, was started with the participation of domestic and foreign scientists. The topic will be continued by our colleagues.
In the meeting hall of the National Academy of Science of Tajikistan, an international scientific symposium dedicated to the 1050th anniversary of the Aburayhon Beruni under the title Aburayhon Beruni, Discoverer of the Secret of Nature, was held in cooperation with UNESCO. This symposium was held with the participation of the President of the National Academy of Science of Tajikistan, famous Oriental scientists, historians, cultural experts, literature experts, political scientists, university professions, representatives of the public organization of Tajikistan, and foreign countries. During the symposium, the participants presented on the topics role of the Aburayhon Beruni in the progress of world science, era of Aburayhon Beruni and development of science, heritage of natural science of Aburayhon Beruni in modern science, research and publication of works of Aburayhon Beruni in Tajikistan. It should be said that the purpose of holding the symposium is a comprehensive review of the historical, scientific, cultural, and social aspects of Aburayhon Beruni's works in his contribution of human civilization. It should be noted that on November 11, 2021, during the 41st session of the UNESCO General Conference, according to the recommendation of the UNESCO Executive Council of the decision of the General Conference, the joint nomination of the Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Iran of the 1050th anniversary of the birth of the scientist of the East, Aburayhon Beruni, was included in the register of the UNESCO festivals for celebration and entered in 2022-2023.
On the basis of the constructive policy of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan, 60 investment projects in the amount of 1.3 billion somoni have implemented in Gorno Badakhshan Autonomous Region in order to improve the economy and social conditions of this region. More details are further in the next report.
The main objective of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan at the new stage of Badakhshan's development is to attract a complex of capital funds within the framework of implemented domestic and foreign projects in order to ensure regular development of the economy of the Gorno Badakhshan Autonomous Region. The green economy is considered one of the modern directions of sustainable development, and in recent years, the interest in it is growing more than ever. That's why a major energy project is now underway in the region, including the largest investment projects for the construction of hydropower plant of Sughd. It should be said that the Sughd power plant is supported by the government of the Republic of Tajikistan under the instructions and guidance of the leader of the nation, President of the Republic of Tajikistan, Honorable Imam Ali Rahman, with the cooperation of the Ministry of Energy and Water Management of the Republic of Tajikistan, with the government of Germany and the power company of Pomir Energy in order to implement the first strategic goal of the country, the rapid industrialization of the country. Thus, more than 40 local residents will be provided with jobs. The full implementation of the projects and the good initiative of the government of the Republic of Tajikistan to promote the economy of the region and provide opportunities for the development of the energy sector in the near future will provide a real basis for the further development of the industry, including the creation of industrial enterprises and the creation of new jobs.
Today in 720 cultural entertainment institutions of Sughd region, more than 3,500 specialists are working to increase people's knowledge, who play an effective role in organizing various cultural and educational events at a high level. Our colleagues will continue this topic watching the next. In the Cultural Palace of Shahristan district, with the establishment of various clubs such as music, singing, and dancing, there are good opportunities for training and education of young talents. Shahristan district has very rare historical monuments, and the establishment and singing activity of the museum in the Palace of Culture is for the benefit of the work. One of the most important achievements in the Masro district is the construction of a cultural palace with 1,000 seats and a cultural and entertainment park to as well as a repair and renovation of palaces and houses of culture in the village councils. It should be mentioned that 3,590 people were in 720 cultural and entertainment institutions of Sughd region. There are 22 cultural and entertainment parks, 5 folk theaters, and 7 professional theaters, 24 museums, with a total fund of 56,443 in Sughd region. The provision of arable land, access to clean water, and made every hard-working individual of villages of Club City interested in the work of collective farms. More details are further in the next report.
Tajikistan is a land of riches which has opportunities for the development in all sectors of the economy of the people of the country. The broadness of the organization of this important part of the society, agritourism, which along with obtaining benefits in terms of agricultural products, has become a permanent occupation and a kind of means of recreation for the residents of all communities of the city of Kulob. According to farmers, cultivating land and owning land makes them proud and enthusiastic about land work. As a matter of fact, the residents of the center are provided by the population of 4 rural communities of the city of Kulob with fresh natural products, dairy products, and high-quality meat. Availability of land, access to clean water, enthusiasm for work made every hard-working person of Kulob pay attention to farming and at the same time increase their desire to develop this industry which is rooted in agrotourism. Residents of all communities of Kulob, after harvesting their processed crops, sell most of the products from the place of production. At the same time, they make juice and preserves from the fruits and agricultural products for the cold season, and at the same time, in addition to the savings, they sell the harvested crops and to some extent reduce their needs from the market.
The hard-working people of Sughd farm of Ergash Sultanov of Dushanbe district cultivate and grow various crops on an area 625 hectares. They have solved the annual needs of the shareholders from the harvest of their labor and at the same time the supply of the country's markets and the development of agritourism in the country. The topic will be continued by our colleagues.
The seed farm, named after Ergash Sultanov in Dushanbe district, is among the farms that annually obtain rich yields from growing various crops, depending on the needs of the consumer market. In the direction of the development of other branches of agriculture, at the same time, it makes a significant contribution to the development of rural areas. The main activity of this farm is cotton cultivation, and in order to improve the economy and social level of its shareholders, the farm management prioritizes of the cultivation of all crops and raw materials. This is due to the fact that out of the total area of cultivated agricultural land, more than 300 hectares are sown with high-yielding varieties of cotton, and on the remaining areas vegetables and legumes, grain varieties and other agricultural products and fodder are grown. The observation shows that regardless of the weather this year, the farmers of the collective farm of Ergash Sultanov are satisfied with the productivity of cotton fields and were among the first to exit to cotton harvest plan this season. According to the shareholders of this farm, the harvest of the field is abundant and farmers have the opportunity to collect dozens of tons of additional raw materials by the end of the harvesting season. The employees of the Ergash Sultanov collective farm also have advanced the experience in planting and growing vegetables and regions and annually produce hundreds of tons of early vegetables and other regions. It's worth noting that as every year, the fields of cabbage, cauliflower, and beetroot, carrots, onions, and other crops needed by the consumer market are growing well in this farm. The farmers have expected a good harvest and good profit from their harvest this year, and the farmers are expecting a good harvest and good profits from them. The farmers also consider the rice cultivation as one of the important areas of the agriculture, and this year on an area of 3 hectares they have established this type of production for the needs of the population. The observation of the clustering stage of the rice plantation shows that this year the harvest of the sows after product is good, and farmers will start harvesting it in the coming days. Also this year 25 hectares of carrots, 10 hectares of onions, and 2 hectares of potatoes have been sown in the seed farm named after Ergash Sultanov in Dushanbe district.
Dear viewers, at last pay attention to the foreign news by arkadaşlar canlı video.
For 1,500 years, the network of trade routes between a Silk Road brought together people and culture, shaped the course of history. Various landscapes that make up the area now known as the city of Samarkand. The Silk Road is named for its profitable trade in silk and passes through several major cities, including Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva, located in Uzbekistan. They saw not only the exchange of precious gems and silk, but also the exchange of artistic and cultural ideas. Tourists can glimpse the past preserved in the form of libri sign market and Orient architecture in these cities. From patinate ceramics and colorful textiles to delectable cuisine, its charming art museum are located on the snow-covered sky mountains of the Tian Shan mountain range. Few places' names are surprising, like Samarkand, also known as a crossroad of cultures. The city has an almost mystical quality and has a lot of offer tourists. Tourists can start each visit by walking through the Registan ensemble of madrasas around the central square, whose impossible decorative tiles glisten in the sun. The complex of the Bibi Khanum Mosque, built in the 14th century and later reconstructed, is one of the largest in the world and one of the most interesting places of the city Samarkand. The Ajara region of Georgia is located on the coast of the Black Sea and they historically considered to be the crossroad of civilizations where Europe meets Asia. UNESCO World Heritage tropical forests have a variety of nature. With its subtropical climate, bamboo and citrus trees flourish. It is said that tourists can enjoy the beaches of the Black Sea and within 10 minutes be in the mountains with waterfall and rainforests. The evergreen forest of Ajara covers 60% of the area, some of which reach 20 million years. According to the media, it is the only place in the world where colchicine forest, wet forest, deciduous forest, and wetlands are combined. Mitrala National Park is one of the 4 protected national parks in Ajara in Georgia. No trip to Georgia is complete without sampling its cuisine, and each region has its own culinary traditions. Ajara cuisine is a unique blend of Europe and Asia spices that has developed and became famous over the countries. One of the most popular in Khachapuri Ajari, a delicious cheese bread with egg yolk. It is shaped like a boat, and legend has it that it was a favorite food of sailors. Every tourist who comes to this region consumes it.
Dear viewers, this was all the news up until now. Thanks for watching us. Goodbye.